Hey guys, welcome back to Pop Culture with Pat. So yesterday I got a chance to see one of my most anticipated movies for the year, and that was A Quiet Place. Basically, the whole idea behind this movie is that you have this family and they're living in this post-apocalyptic world, and you have these creatures, monsters that are stalking them, and the family has to be careful because any sound or whatever that you make, you could possibly end up dead. So the whole concept behind this film, really had me anticipating this movie, and obviously the whole hype that you saw on like Rotten Tomatoes and all the early reviews coming out of South by Southwest, were great. So I was really looking forward to this thing. I got to see it yesterday at 12:20 in the afternoon, in which I actually highly recommend if you can maybe see it during the day. Or at least go to a theater that people are not going to annoy you, because I'm telling you right now, I got to see it, and our theater was, everyone was pretty good. They were all quiet, and it just really added to the whole atmosphere of the film, because a good chunk of it, like probably 70-75% of it, it's like silent. So, and I'm talking like I was trying to eat popcorn, and I could hear myself crunch, and I was just like, Jesus Christ, I gotta be quiet. So if you can, try and see it with people that you think that are gonna respect you and just be immersed in the experience with you, because I think it totally adds to it. Yeah, basically, I like that they start off the movie too. I'm not going to really go into too many spoilers, but I like that they start off the movie, and you don't see how things initially start. It begins at like day 89, I believe it's something like that, and you get introduced to this family, and you kind of see how they've been living through this whole situation so far. And you really like all of them, which that's one of the great things about this movie. You care about each and every family member. Unlike I love horror, but that's oftentimes you don't care about a lot of the characters. So the fact that they are able to do that, even though some parts of the film really actually got me, which I was surprised. But yeah, really care about the characters, love them. You didn't want to see them die, and I thought the directing was fabulous. John Krasinski did a great job. Starting to see a trend here. Last year we had Jordan Peele with Get Out. Now we have John Krasinski with A Quiet Place. So far they're 2 for 2. I'm kind of interested to see if anyone else is going to give it a shot, because they seem to be on something here. So the acting, is phenomenal. You have obviously John Krasinski and Emily Blunt did a great job. But then the kids were great. They had some excellent performances, and a lot of times, again, in like scary movies, kids can oftentimes be annoying. So it was good to see that they weren't in this movie. They actually did really well. The score was great. But yeah, I mean, this movie, they totally used its the quietness to its full effect. Most of the film, it felt like I was gonna have like a panic attack, just because you're sitting on the edge of your seat, waiting to see what's gonna happen, or something's gonna pop up. And there are jump scares, but I mean, they're totally earned. They're not like that fake, oh, it's a cat, oh, it's this, like a million times before something actually happens. So those are totally earned. Kind of reminds me of Signs a little bit, but I honestly prefer this way over Signs. I'm probably maybe one of the few, but I just didn't find Signs that interesting. I honestly thought it was like kind of boring. This though had me on the edge of my seat for, like I said, most of the film. Emily Blunt, and this is in the trailer, so I won't go into too much other than what they basically show in the trailer. But there's a scene where you see that she's pregnant, and at one point she's actually going to deliver the baby, and one of the creatures is in the house. And man, that scene was just like, holy shit, like gripping the seat, like this is tense as hell. And that's just like one of many scenes throughout the movie. There's several others that are like that. I love this film. It's pretty close to damn perfect for me. I think the hype is totally deserved. They did a great job. It's really only the main family as far as the cast goes. There's not really a whole lot of other people in the film. Despite at like one point you do see that there's like a couple other houses, but they don't really introduce you into too many other people, which I think is cool. It's kind of a closed environment, even though it kind of takes place on a farm. And that I thought was just like creepy as well. Just something about farms at night. I don't know if it's like Children of the Corn or whatever, those movies, but it kind of like creeps me out a little bit. The monster, I think, was pretty cool as well. It kind of actually reminds me of another creature that's currently on like a TV show right now. I won't tell you which one that is, but definitely had some similarities to it. So I wonder if they had any inspiration from that. There was also a scene in the third act, I believe it was, yeah, that definitely had some Jurassic Park vibes to it, which I wonder if that was like their intention. I feel like it kind of was, but that was great. Yeah, I mean, this movie hit me in all aspects as far as feelings go. Feeling tense, like I said, for most of it. But I mean, it definitely hits you on the heartstrings a couple times too. So anytime like a horror movie can do that, definitely two thumbs up. So if you can, definitely see this in theaters. I think it's going to totally add to the effect for you. And like I said, see it with a good crowd if you can. I think you're really going to enjoy it. This is probably going to be one of my favorite movies of the year. I can already tell. As far as a rating goes, it's like I said, pretty close to perfect. I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. Highly recommend you check it out. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. Let me know what you thought about the movie if you've seen it down below. If you haven't, are you going to see it? And what did you think of it? I'll see you guys later.